Hey guys, welcome back to Stina, and in today's video I am going to be doing a collab with Isabel Illustrates. You guys should definitely go check her out. Her channel will be linked in the description. Today we are going to be doing the Pinterest challenge. So as you can see, I haven't really done much of anything in my new sketchbook since I customized it, but that will change today. So here I have my tablet, and I went to a randomizer website to find out which number I would be choosing. And when I spun, my number was 4. For those of you who don't know, I am going to explain the Pinterest challenge. Now here, I searched girl pose, and the 4th image for that is going to be the pose that I will have to do my girl in. So I'm going to be doing that for everything, including the colors of all of the aspects of her, like her eye color, her skin color, the color of her accessory, and so on. So right now I'm just sketching the pose, and it was actually really difficult, and I did not realize until after I did the line art how completely disproportionate it is, so it looks a bit wonky. Also, for some reason lately when I've been uploading videos, YouTube does not let comments on my video after the first 5 minutes it has been posted, and I really don't know why, so I apologize for that, and I will try to figure out the problem. Now for her face, I just searched girl expression, and the one that I got, the 4th image, was actually multiple expressions, so I just did number 4, which is this kind of nervous or hee I did something and I regret it look. I don't really know, but I did sketch it, and it actually turned out really cute with my style right now, and I love the way it turned out. And here is what the original one looks like, and then what my version looks like. Now, the next thing that I searched was girl top. The results were not what I had expected. They were actually mixed images of tops for a little girl and tops for a teen girl. And here's one that I ended up with. It's kind of strange, and it was actually way more difficult to draw than I had originally thought it was. I had to mess around with the lace part a lot to make sure that it fit in the right spot. And the end result isn't even that great. It kind of just looks weird and random, but I did my best, and even though it looks nothing like the picture, that is what I did. And here I searched girl bottoms, and I almost got a skirt for a little baby, but thankfully it wasn't that. But the 4th result wasn't much better. They were just these Roxy shorts for an 11-year-old girl. So I just drew those, and at this point her outfit pretty much just looks like pajamas. So not a great start. And then I searched cute hairstyle, and of course the one that I got, the hairstyle was in the back, so I just had to make up what it would look like in the front. And I have actually done that hairstyle on myself before, where you just pull back a top part of your hair and tie it, and I think it actually turned out looking pretty cute, and I made it tucked behind one ear on the side just to give it a bit more of personality. Next, I just searched one of the suggested searches, shoes for women, and I just got some white and kind of a light sky blue Nike Air Forces. And these shoes actually turned out really, really well, and I think they have a lot of nice detail in them. I'm just really happy with how they turned out, and although some of the details get a little bit muddy, I fixed it all up in line art. So here's a close-up, and let me know what you guys think of I believe this is my 2nd time I've attempted to draw Nike Air Forces. And then for the accessory, I searched bracelet because her arms were looking a little bare. And I got this extremely simple bracelet that has 3 little golden balls and then 2 diamonds. So I just drew 1 bracelet on each of her arms. Now I am just lightly erasing the sketch and heading in with the line art. And as you can see, the lead kind of just got really smeared around and created a very dirty looking page. But I fixed that at the end when I erased it more thoroughly, and it ended up looking very clean. But I messed up really bad on the arm, and I made it even more skinny and disproportionate looking than it already was. So that was a big mistake, and it kind of shows up by the end. But what's done is done, so it's time to move on. And now this part is a bit scary. We are going to be doing the color. And that was just me freaking out over the arm. So I just searched hair color, and the color that I ended up with was, how should I say this? I don't know, just interesting. I ended up with a wine red hair look, and the way the light hits it, it looks like black at the roots, but at this time I didn't take any notice of that, so I just used R7 Old Red, and I have barely ever used this color. I think the only times I've used it are for lips. So it was a nice little exercise for my marker, and it pretty much just drowned out all the detail of the hair because of how dark it is. So yeah, and now on to shirt color, and the color that I got, I didn't have anything close to it, so I just used the most basic form of that color, orange. So she's gonna have red hair and an orange shirt. So far, not so good, but now I wanted to do a separate search for the lace detail. So obviously I just searched lace color, and at this point I kind of wish I hadn't maybe just searched like shirt detail color, because what I got was just terrible. I got this weird, really old doily type lace color. It was like yellow, so I mixed this light yellow with warm gray, and I ended up with a color that was actually pretty close to the picture. But believe me, I was not happy about that because I thought it looked absolutely hideous at this point, and I was really nervous for what the color of her shorts would be. So I searched shorts color, and what I ended up with was kind of good but disappointing at the same time in a weird way. I just ended up with plain white shorts, and I immediately thought, oh, I'll just use cool gray, but since my paper is not exactly white, it didn't really do anything except make a yucky color, so I ended up going over it with my white gel pen, and that did the trick. So now we have some white Roxy shorts. Moving on, it is now time for the eye color. And I was just expecting like the color of the iris, but a lot of it was actually about the color of the eyeshadow. And number 4, it was kind of disappointing, honestly. Her eyes are going to be black. So I just colored in her eyes with a thick line art pen, and then I added some shines with my white gel pen to make her look alive, because the completely black eyes were just not doing it for her at this point. But thankfully, in the end, they actually sort of complement her dark red hair. but you guys will just have to see that for yourself. And I accidentally clicked on the wrong picture at that. And now it is time for the shoe color. And what I got were just these orange Nike shoes, and I did not realize until after I did all the coloring that there were also accents of light blue, but now it's a bit too late for that, so you can't even see, but I colored parts of her shoe orange, and the parts that I colored were the same parts that were light blue when I searched just shoes for women. And then I colored them with cool gray to make them stand out from the page a little bit more. And so now they're this weird dirty white and they have orange. And now I searched gem color for her bracelet because I figured if I just searched bracelet color, I would end up with gold and silver. And the result that I got, it actually had a lot of different colors, so I just narrowed it down to its simplest form, and the colors that I chose were pastel blue, pink, and green. So you can't really see much at all, and honestly you can't in the picture either. When I colored the gems, they basically just look like little bracelets on her arm, and you can't tell that they have any color or any pattern to them. But I did it, and that's just for me to know, I guess. Then I searched lip color, and I didn't realize that the fourth result was a video. So when I clicked on it, the video did not play, and I was confused why she didn't have any lipstick on right here. So I just went back, and the thing says ombre lips, but there is no way I would be able to make an ombre on that small of an area on the page, so I just colored her lips with deep red. Now this one, I was honestly worried about what color I would get, because if I got a dark skin tone that was almost to black, I was sure it would drown out every single detail of the picture. But I didn't. I actually got a fairly pale skin tone, and I really don't have that many variations of Ohuhu skin tones, so I just used the classic salmon pink to color it. And I'm sorry to say, but this marker is pretty much at the end of its life. It's getting really, really dry on both sides, and it's hard to get a nice even color even over a small space, and you can really see that with the face. I went over it several times, but it still looks very splotchy. And then I used my darker skin tone to shade it. And finally, pretty girl name. Now, I knew this was gonna happen. Nothing was just a single girl name, so I had to go to a website, and the fourth name, these were all A names, but the fourth name was Aria. So, everyone, meet Aria, the Pinterest challenge girl for the collab with Isabel Illustrates. I hope you guys like her, and I had so much fun doing this challenge. You guys should definitely try it out for yourself, and don't be afraid to think outside the box with your searches or have a crazy high number. But that's it for today's video. Don't forget to go subscribe to Isabel Illustrates and watch her video. I will see you guys all in the next video. And let me know if you guys have any requests for a new video, because I'm definitely open to ideas right now. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Goodbye, everyone.